Okay, so I got a chance to see a pretty early screening of Warm Bodies, directed by Jonathan Levine, starring Teresa Palmer and Nicholas Hoult, and there's like John Malkovich and a few other actors in it, but those two are the main leads. And I actually got to say, I'm a huge fan of Jonathan Levine's previous work. I really enjoy. I mean, 50/50 was my second favorite movie of 2011, and then I really think The Whackness is an underrated film. I really loved that movie. I think about it a lot, actually, because it was just a heartfelt, fun, hilarious movie, and that's right up my alley. So I really enjoyed The Whackness. So obviously I was just anticipated for Warm Bodies because of the director, but I knew that the movie had a really cheesy story and a really cheesy everything. So I was a little hesitant because it's a young adult novel and translated, so I was a bit hesitant. But I gotta say, I really did enjoy Warm Bodies, and that's simply because of the direction of the film. This movie could have gone two ways. It could have went the Twilight route, not a knock in the movies because I've only seen the first one, but really cheesy and really just stupid, or it could have went the way that it did, and it went the proper way. It really built the storyline up and the chemistry between the two characters very well. I actually would say that the first half of this movie, when the chemistry and the relationship between the zombie R, his name is, and the girl, I don't remember her name, but when the chemistry is being built between the two characters, it's tremendous. It's one of the best romantic comedies, or however you want to classify it, I've seen in a long time. I really love the romance between the two. It was just greatly built, and the chemistry was on full display between the two characters. The direction was spot on. He knew exactly what to shoot and everything like that. And the music choices that were used were just tremendous. And that was the same with 50/50 in the Whackness. I mean, this guy really knows how to put music into his film. So I loved that aspect of the movie. But once it gets to the second half of the film, it really stumbles a little bit because it has to really delve into its storyline. And the main problem with this movie is that the antagonists, they're like zombies, but they're like super zombies. They're like the ones that just want to kill every human, and then even kill a zombie if it detects a heartbeat. So those are really cheesy. And then John Malkovich, he's not I don't know if he's really an antagonist, but if he was not a very good one. So the problem with the second half of the film is that it really tries to develop the storyline a little bit more and gets into the deeper storyline. But by the end, I think the ending of this movie is great. I thought, by the end of the film, it really all came back together as a big whole, and it was a great ending. And I mean, this movie is very cheesy, don't get me wrong, but it's done in a very well-made way. I can handle cheesiness if it's done right, and this movie did it right. I give it to, a round of applause for handling it well, because like I said, it could have been Twilight, it could have been really cheesy, but it wasn't. The chemistry with the two characters is spot on, the direction's perfect for comedic purposes, and Jonathan Levine's proven that this dude can do everything. I'd love to see him. I can't wait to see what he has next. Hopefully, I mean, it could be a sequel to this if it does well, but hopefully he's got an original film coming out or something, with great writing, because I really dig this dude's work. He does he's a great director in my eyes. So with that being said, I really did enjoy Warm Bodies. This is my first screening where I got to go super early and then do it on YouTube. I've seen a lot of movies super early, but this is my first screening, so hopefully a lot of people get to see this video before it comes out. So do yourself a favor, see Warm Bodies. If you were a little hesitant because it's cheesy, remember this movie has great direction and it has great chemistry with the two leads. So it's a really well-made, romantic comedy. I really dug it. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I really like this movie. So do yourself a favor in February and go see it. It's a fun movie. It's got a couple laughs. It's not the funniest of his movies, but it's got a few laughs, and it's just a great little romance movie. So yeah, thanks.